Coffee lovers, movie fans, it is time for the Coffee and Movie Broadcast. Hey folks, it's me AP and welcome to the first edition of the Coffee and Movie Broadcast. That's right, the first ever edition. So, what is this show all about? What are we going to talk about? What's the concept of the show? It's well, basically it is what it is on the tin. Do you know what I mean? It's I'm going to be discussing coffee, and I'm going to be discussing movies, and maybe sometimes a bit of a smidgen of TV shows, but in general, it will be all about coffee and movies here on the Coffee and Movie Broadcast. So I'm here on my own for the first edition. Hopefully, on future editions, I'll pull in different people to be a part of this and to join me with a nice cup of coffee discussing movies. But for this first edition, it's just me sitting here at my desk, and I've got my computer right in front of me, just if I need to fact check anything. And I've got a bunch of movies here as well. And I've got my cup of coffee, as I said. I don't know if I've said that already. Cup of coffee, and I've got my big coffee jar here, just describing what coffee I've got today with me. So I've got the coffee here, and let me just first, on the first edition of the Coffee and Movie Broadcast, talk about my coffee choices and why I drink coffee. First of all, I drink my coffee black. I like black coffee, no sugar, no extra additives or anything. So it's black coffee, and I've drank coffee for years. I think I remember the first coffee I had was in error. I think I ordered a drink, and in error they gave me, this was at like a bar years ago when I was back in college. I used to study music at college, and then there was like, in the afternoons we go to like the bars in the local town, and I recall going in there and asking for a drink, maybe asking for a hot chocolate or a cup of tea. And yeah, how extreme do I sound? I go into a bar asking for a cup of tea in the middle of the day. So I asked for like a cup of tea or something, and they just give me a coffee instead. And then they said, "Oh, sorry," they apologised. They then just give me it free of charge. It's something like that. I recall it's something like that, going that way. Or maybe I ordered a soft drink and they just give me a coffee. I can't really remember. But I do remember it was an error in them giving me coffee. And then I ended up drinking it, and I really liked it. And I think the coffee interest in me, the passion, the love of coffee, if you like, has spawned from then. That's where the journey began. All those years ago, probably when I was like maybe 16, 17, and that's for me a long over 10 years ago now, and I really enjoy coffee. So today, as we're recording this, it's past dinner time now. It's getting near to tea time here in the UK, and now I'm at this point now where I can't drink anything but decaf past like 12 o'clock. I'm now down. I've most recently cut down on my coffee, the caffeine intake for me. So it got to the point where I felt like coffee was giving me a few bad benefits, like negative benefits. I don't want to go too in detail, but I've read online as well, and just the effects of caffeine is not good for you. So I've tried to minimize it because I was drinking way too much caffeine. So I stick to now 2 cups of normal coffee a day, and they are usually in the mornings or before dinner time. I won't drink any coffee now after 12 in the afternoon. It's just otherwise I'll continuously drink more coffee. So it's a good sort of end point for my coffee drinking caffeine, but it's 2 cups. That's the end point, 12 o'clock. After that, it's just decaf all the way through, whether it's decaf tea, decaf coffee, decaf whatever it is. And it seems to be working well for me. So now I am on the coffee right now at this moment in time. I'm on the decaf coffee. I'm drinking instant. I always drink instant in the house. I don't have a coffee machine. Maybe in the future I will have a coffee machine, but for me, instant coffee tastes fine. I enjoy it. It's easy, nice and easy to do. I don't want to spend hours making a piece of art, a piece of coffee that's like a piece of art. So it's a nice, easy cup of coffee, decaf, and I'm drinking Nescafe Gold blend, decaf, rich, and it says intensity 7, and it says rich aroma and smooth taste with golden roasted Arabica. Arabic. I don't know. Right, so it's either pronounced Arabica or Arabica. I don't know, or maybe it's a totally different saying the way you say it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not saying that correctly, but it is a nice cup of coffee. I don't really notice the difference between decaf and normal. I drink another blend of Nescafe Gold blend in normal coffee as well, so it's a very similar blend. Very tasty coffee. Let me just read on the back of it, gives you any more details. Let's see. The blend is decaffeinated using water and contains mountain-grown Arabica beans. Savor the richness from the soul of the bean. Sounds nice. It sounds nice, and it is nice. It's a nice cup of coffee. Let me have a little sip on the first broadcast here, the first coffee and movie broadcast. I got my DVDs here in front of me. I don't want to spill coffee, but let's just have a sensible slurp here.